Shalom, shalom, back out here again. Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for allowing me another week. And before I begin, I want to say, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekahak Radash, Shalom, and salutations and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who I continue to learn this 100% truth. Shalom to the elder bishops, the elders, the prophets, and the teachers and evangelists of Great Millstone, who I continue to learn this 100% truth from. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Barakadam, Shalom to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Aqua, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. And again, just being grateful and thankful, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai allowed me to come out again for another week to teach. And we got that another one of those holidays coming up. It seems like they got a holiday for every month, I believe now. They never used to be one in June until they came up with the Juneteenth. But yeah, we got that going on too, man. Again, just being very grateful. The Lord allowed me to get out today and teach this word. And what's going on in the world? A lot of things are going on in the world. A lot of things are happening. I'm gonna start off how I like to normally start off, reading some of the some news, and then we get into the scriptures. If not right away or immediately, then after some of these things I bring out. But this is politics from the Independent, and it reads: Trump orders law enforcement to liberate LA from migrant invasion amid clash over ICE raids. So this is this ICE raid that's been going on out there in LA in the streets, taking the Northern Kingdom, separating the Northern Kingdom families. This is something also that was fulfilled back in Deuteronomy, where it talks about we were separated from our mothers and fathers and our brothers and sisters. So I'm gonna read a little bit of what it's talking about. And Trump is playing the good guy, bad guy, but Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai sees it all, man. And this is really just showing you that he's going to eventually set up for what do you call it? It's on the tip of my tongue right now. Martial law, Slovakia. I'm thinking of law enforcement. He's setting up for martial law. They're trying to, because there's people in the street protesting about it. How they just coming out. ICE is just raided, locking down streets, taking people away. Also locking down raiding, just running the streets, man, terrorizing and harassing people, And believe it or not, soon it's gonna be to the Southern Kingdom, man. They're gonna be coming for y'all soon too, man. That's when all hell's gonna break loose when that happens, because it's gonna rouse up Judah, and that's what's gonna draw martial law. So it reads: Donald Trump has vowed to liberate Los Angeles from the migrant invasion. The violent clashes between members of the state National Guard and anti-immigration enforcement protesters. The president took to Truth Social on Sunday, where he promised that the illegals will be expelled and that the city would be set free, as troops confronted demonstrators on the streets of downtown LA using tear gas and less lethal munitions of dispersed crowds. So it's showing you, man, we are heading into martial law. We are in Jacob's trouble, and it's going to get higher and hyphen up as soon as they get Judah involved. Judah, Levi, and Benjamin is going to definitely beef up. A once great American city, Los Angeles, has been invaded and occupied by illegal aliens and criminals, he wrote. Now, violent insurrectionists, mobs, and swarming and attacking our federal agents to try to stop our deportation operations. But these lawless riots only strengthen our resolve. So they're telling you that they're going to break laws, because that's what they're really doing, man. They're breaking laws, they're breaking the constitutional law, and they're doing what they want to do. They're adding as they go along. Trump is making up as he go along because he's following his superiors, those demonic forces in high places, the illuminated ones, and they're setting new laws as they go, steering themselves towards us, towards Judah. I am directing Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, and Attorney General Pam Bondi, in coordination with all other relevant departments of agencies, to take all such action necessarily to liberate Los Angeles from the migrant invasion and to put an end to these migrant riots. So everything is everywhere, man. Trump is complaining. Trump is complaining about what's him and Elon Musk. He saw Muskie going at it. So it's a lot of things happening. It's taking place. On top of that, Yahweh Shah has been letting the elements do his work, and it's been more volcano eruptions, more deaths on that, along with other situations. Rains and winds, strong winds, have been knocking out power in different places. So, you know, a lot is going on in a lot of different places. And this is all by the spirit of Yahweh Shah, man. So the real big deal is been happening in California. Everybody's complaining. Well, everybody's talking about California. Like I've been talking about these winds and things like that. There's a tropical storm warning in the Eastern Pacific. And Eastern Pacific is more towards where LA is at, because the Pacific is on the left side of Babylon, which is the west side. And the Pacific on the eastern side would be more in between like California and what is that? Oh, my brain is going slow today. The what we call it? The Japan people, the islands over there. Hawaii, Salakia. Yeah, I'm all over the place today, but you know, the work still got to get done. So it also talks about, so yo, like again, Yahweh Shah is working, man. He's putting in that work for real, man. It's really going down out here. This is something about the weather, and we touch on all things. There's nothing that we don't talk about when we out here in the highways and byways, or we out here, or we on our platforms doing teaching. There's nothing that we don't touch, because Yahweh Shai is in everything. So it says, parade is another. It's like a weather. Weather Channel, and it reads, possible 100 miles per hour winds expected Sunday in these 4 states. So we expected some rain and some bad things to take place. And let's read a little bit. Severe weather is on the horizon, and residents in 4 states need to prepare for potentially dangerous conditions this Sunday. The National Weather Service has issued a warning via X that winds could reach up to 100 miles per hour in parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. All these places are places where, well, Babylon in general, the whole in Babylon is going to be destroyed, but these are very popular places that Esau has definitely moved the northern kingdom, preferably Gad and Reuben, which are the Native American Indians, the Seminole Indians. They have moved them out of their place, out of the lands that they were in. Places like Oklahoma is heavy with Gad and Seminole. Well, the Seminole Indians too. A lot of them are in like Florida, Georgia, and so on. But they've moved them out of these places. June 8th, with the possibility of hailstones as large as 5 inches, wow, in diameter. If you live in these areas, you may experience extreme weather that could cause significant damage to property and pose risk to your safety. According to the Storm Prediction Center, the primary threat will impact the region throughout afternoon and evening, dissipating by Sunday night. Storms will move very rapidly, and the NWS caution mentioned the importance of taking action immediately when warnings are issued, rather than waiting for the storm to make its presence known. So in those places, man, it's about to go down. It's really bad out there. Really, really bad out there. But this is all the doing of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. And this is for the controversy of Zion, which is all of y'all from Judah to Naphtali. This is all of y'all on these people who make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is fighting for you. He's fighting for the elect of you, actually. Because 2/3 are going to be destroyed no matter what. The Hill, which is another paper, I'm just reading certain highlights on certain papers. And it reads, Holman warns California officials can be arrested in their if they disrupt ice raids. So some of these officials are against it, but because the government officially is supporting it, if you're going against the government, whether you're a representative or not, you could be arrested. And this is what they're about to do to Jake as a whole, man. They're about to start arresting us. And as things break out the way they are, the martial law is going to take place, which is going to be Esdras, 2nd Esdras chapter 15 on down, to read pretty much the chapter. And it's going to bring, it's going to show you that it's going to be purging, and it's going to be, what's that, the Mockingbird, the movie, I forgot the movie. But these 2 movies are going to take place heavily in the time that's coming. Border Czar Tom Homan on Sunday warned California officials could face arrest and persecution if they crossed the line, following President Trump's deployment of National Guard troops in Los Angeles. So Trump already got the National Guards out there. So he's already kind of, in a sense, pre-martial law setting up. As soon as they start to point their fingers and ready to take action on the Southern Kingdom, that's when you know all hell's gonna break loose. And in between that time, hyperinflation is gonna happen. That's gonna drive even people more crazy on the streets. Pestilence is gonna grow because that CHIP, that MB 181, that's gonna start to grow. So things are happening, and people are starting to get nervous, and people are starting to get scared, and they're starting to get worried on how things are gonna happen. You even got Esau. Esau's complaining. So you know, and they also these you know, we're already seeing certain wars taking place. Civil war is going to happen soon, and class wars are definitely going to happen real soon, because you're starting to see it. You're starting to see how Esau is trying to provoke Jake into fighting. You got the what is it? The KKK. They out here. They in different places. I just seen on TikTok, earlier this week, a Jake woman was on TikTok space talking about, she was in Alabama, how the KKK was coming to protest and to put down any Jake that they see in Alabama. So to prevent these things from happening, they're closed some of their businesses early. Now that's letting you see that things that the nation doesn't have control. And now on the West Coast, you see in downtown LA what's happening. So things are really getting out of control. But at the same time, we understand that for things to get out of control, this is what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah wants. And this is going to allow Esau to really go at it, to start attacking. He also got ICE also going against those Ishmaelites who are going against the Amalekites because of the freedom of speech. So the Amalekites are starting to attack Ishmaelites, not even just out there in Israel, but also over here in Babylon. So it's a big mess all over the place, man. It's getting out of control. And for you people that just think that, you know, it's all about having fun and doing what you want to do and going places, and you know, you got your graduations happening this time of the year, and or happened already. Vacations is being set up. You also got people who are planning to do harm to other people. You can't trust anybody. Things are getting really bad out here. Prices are going up. Gas is about to get ready to go up high. And really, nobody's talking about the tariffs, because what they're doing is using fearmonger to make you fear about what's going to happen within a certain amount of weeks or months. When, if these things didn't take place right away, they are. Again, we having earthquakes. Like I said, man, there's so much going on, man. It's too much that you just can't even keep up with what's happening. You just got to, you know, really, you got to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to ask him to have mercy on you. Because things are getting way out of hand, Jay. It's gonna be a cold winter. A real cold winter, man. Let me get back to this. So, Border SAR Tom Homan on Sunday warned California officials could face arrest and persecution if they crossed the line following President Trump's deployment of National Guard troops in Los Angeles to quell ongoing immigration protests. Trump ordered at least 2,000 National Guard members to assist immigration and customs enforcement ICE agents after 2 days of clashes with demonstrators, despite state and city leaders saying they had not asked for assistance. Holman said Trump's order was not only to protect law enforcement officers, but also to protect his communities. The rhetoric is so high against ICE officers in this city that it's a matter of time before someone gets seriously hurt. Holman told NBC's News Jacob Soboroff in an interview slated for a broadcast Sunday night, "We've got help coming and we're going to do our job and we're going to continue doing that job." So things is beefing up, man. Israel is being roused up. Judah is being roused up, and things are about to start happening real soon, and it's going to be no turning back. So this is as the elder apostles on down of Great Millstone have been saying, this has been a real circle in the drain situation that's been going on. America's done for, man. It's not going to come back to what it used to be, but you know, you got a lot of people who want it to be, or they think it's going to go back to what it used to be. And it's never going to go back, man. This is it. I'm not going to get into more of that. It's about to get real crazy out here. So, also, in Chicago, Elon Musk had just released RoboCop. I think maybe 100 or more RoboCops out there in Chicago. So what you think they're gonna do out there, man? Also, these are robot dogs. So now you got these computer AI robot law enforcement entering into the cities that's predominantly dwelled in with Jake. What you think they're gonna do to these people? It ain't gonna be no negotiation. It ain't gonna be no feelings. It's just gonna be straight murdering, man. A lot of murders about to take place. And you have been warned from the elder apostles on down the Great Millstone for many years that a lot of deaths are gonna take place. And what did you do? You ignored them. A lot of places are closing down. A lot of businesses are closing down. A lot of people are losing jobs. And it's getting crazy, man. This is why we have to come back to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man, his laws, statutes, commandments. There's no other way out of this, man. This is why, this is Sirach 32 and 19. Do nothing without advice, and when thou hast once done, repent not. So do nothing without Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, or learning what the Lord wants from you, whether he's sending his men, or you hear it under men under those men. Seek counsel first, man. Proverbs 24:6. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in multitude of counselors there is safety. Because it's going to be a lot of bad things about to happen, man, and I don't know any other way to express it to you. Sirach 37 verse 12. But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. Let's quickly look up that word miscarry. What does it mean? Miscarry. Of something planned for to attain an intended or expected outcome. You understand what a miscarry is for a pregnant woman, but you know what I mean? There's always a lot of times a lot of words are twofold. And what happens is with Jake, you don't always know the twofold of a word. You just know what you were taught by that word, and that's all it is to you. And you see nothing else. So when someone else brings it to you, the truth of it, you get all in your feelings about it, and you get mad about it. I've been hearing sirens, and I've been seeing cop cars like crazy today, man. On my way to camp today, just seen a lot of things happening. And seeing those things happen, man, it's just been, it's not, what's happening in the world is not new to me, the Wada Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, because I've been learning and reading the scriptures. So the things, and I've been learning from the elder apostles on down of Great Millstone, and being taught by them. So the things that's happening, it doesn't like wow, that's happening. Now I understand, because I expect these things to happen, because I understand that these things are of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, because he said that these things would happen. This is why you gotta appreciate and be thankful for your teachers. It's important to find out who your teachers are and what they're about. You need to vet your teachers. Don't just follow them because they sound good or they may look good. You know how Jake like to do. No, there's a lot of real things happening out here, man. Titus 2:12, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lust, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world, looking for the blessed hope and the glorious appearing of the great power and our Savior, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. This is how you gotta know too, that the people that claim that they are our people, they're not our people. Because certain prophecies didn't happen yet. Isaiah 14:1. For yet the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take the captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So That's not happening in Israel right now. Nobody's serving them. The only one looking out for them is Babylon. They're the ones that's serving them. They're the ones that's looking out for them. But Yahweh Bashar Yahweh is going to give us power over these people, including you. And he's going to have mercy. This is Romans 9 and 15. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. Because the Lord is our Savior. And when we have servants, we're not going to be going through what we're going through now. We're not going to be dealing with what we're dealing with. Even if those people claim to be who we are, they would have servants. Check this out. This is Isaiah 60 and 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. So we're not being utterly wasted, and we're not serving anyone. So when did this happen? It never happened, Jack. But here's something for you devils. This is something that y'all have a hard time with, and y'all don't go to sleep well because of this scripture. This is Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And we are the saints. And we're being patient. And Yahweh Bashar Yahweh Shai is watching over us. He's protecting us. And he's preparing us for what's about to happen, which is Jacob's trouble. That's what's about to happen out here. This is how, again, you know these are not the people, because in Wisdom of Solomon it says, they shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their land and their Lord shall reign forever. These people are scared right now because they know that their time is coming to an end. These people realize in their spirit that what they used to have, they can't have it no more. Yeah. It's over. And this is what's happening is that the nation of, Esau is going to stir up Jake, and it's going to provoke this this whole civil war anarchy thing going on right now, and it's going to hyphen up. Everything that's happening is starting and it's growing and it's getting bigger and bigger, man. Yahweh Bashar Yahweh Shai is coming soon, man. That's how we know, man. We got to continue to keep doing this work. We want to be hot and not cold. Damn for sure not lukewarm, because we know we're doing the best that we can. Hopefully we can endure to the end, that Yahweh Shai comes and get us out of here, because we know that his return is soon. We know that it's coming real soon. We got to hang in there. It's going to be rough, but we got to hang in. Jeremiah 50 and 21 and 50 and 20, 51 and 20, Salakia. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee I will break in pieces the nations, and with thee I will destroy kingdoms. Isn't that what he's doing now? And with thee I will break in pieces the horse. The horse is like power, it's considered power, and his rider. And with thee I will break in pieces the chariot of his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces men and women, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee I will break in pieces the young man and the maid, and I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee I will break in pieces captains and rulers. So we can't wait for Yahweh Bashar Yahweh Shai to come back. going to know who our power is. We're going to get our heritage back. We're going to get all the things that was promised to us from our forefather Jacob. For our forefather Isaac. If you can receive it, you can go further back than that. His father, Abraham. We're going to get all of these things back, man. So much is promised to you, Israel, and I don't understand why you don't want it. How could you turn away from what's great? That's just weird to me. I can't figure that one out. When we tell you about following these laws, statutes, and commandments, you scoff at it, you murmur about it, and you complain about it. And you want it to be for everybody. If everybody can't be down, you don't want it. Incredible. Deuteronomy 33:4. Moses commanded us a law, even the inheritance of a congregation of Jacob. So where is this everybody at? Old Testament, New Testament. I understand there's some stumbling blocks in the New Testament, but where is this everybody at? And if you find that everybody, please explain it. Might have to go into it. Because the Yahweh Shem Yahushua, over and over and over again, from the Old Testament to the Apocrypha, to the New Testament, he's always talking about you. Sirach 17:17. This is why they cut the Apocrypha out for verses like this. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. Israel is the Lord's portion. So this is in the Apocrypha. He set this up. He took this out because he didn't want you to understand exactly who was the people of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and who are the people that are named and are called Esau. He didn't destroy it because he didn't want it to resurface anywhere. So he just kindly took it out and said that that's not valid to the scriptures. Because he knew if he would have destroyed it and it would have popped up somewhere else, it would have been, anarchy would have been even faster than what it is now, but more people would have been educated because there would have been nothing they can do to try to debunk the scriptures because they would have been together and they would have said, okay, well, this is the proof, this is the receipts to the account. And they would have lost their mind like, oh, damn, what we going to do? There's nothing you can do. Joel 3:2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. The valley judgment, Yahweh's judgment. And will plead with them for my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So what people have been scattered? Do your history and check and find out what people have been scattered all around the world. Let's see what we're dealing with here. All right. Salakia. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of light the incense again. 2 Maccabees 1 and 2. And it reads, the Most High be gracious unto you, and remember his covenant that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, his faithful servants. Why isn't not everybody in that? Why does he not say the whole world? His faithful servants are the ones who believe and give you all and heart to serve him and to do his will with a good courage and willing mind, and open your hearts and his law and commandments, and send you peace. So I can truly tell you with my personal experience that I have in this very small experience, regardless of what I'm dealing with throughout my week, the time that I can really truly find peace is learning these scriptures and teaching these scriptures. I truly get peace that way. Now, in this flesh and blood, sometimes I'm tired, I'm in pain, however, soever. And what happens is, in my mind sometimes, my spirit is willing, but my flesh is weak. I want to do the work, but sometimes I have to wait. Not sometimes, but I have to wait on the spirit to be on me to do the work, because I can't do it without the spirit, number one. And when that happens, it all is due to Yahweh Yahweh Shai allowing me to do the work to the best of my ability, and also teaching and learning. When I'm learning a lot about laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And our people do not want to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, even the little ones. They expect their hands to be out, and they say, oh, I'm saved in the blood of JC. They have no understanding or no realization of what it is to be saved, because none of us are saved yet. We're trying to be saved. They don't know the name, and they think that that name, JC, they don't truly understand what it even, they don't even read. A lot of Jake like to assume, because when they read the numeric numbers from 1 to 10, and they don't venture off to find out more numbers, that they know the whole numeric table. That's Jake in a nutshell. They think what they feel is right. Yo, they like to, especially Jake women, they like to assume what they feel is the right way to be, and it's the right thing to do. No logic whatsoever. And when you learn and you start reading and you learn these scriptures, it teaches you to not go off of your feelings. You have to go on how Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai teaches you. Or moves you. Honor and dishonor. Romans 9 and 21. Have not the potter power over the clay, and the same lump, one vessel, and the same lump to make one vessel to honor and another to dishonor? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he controls all things. I used to always bring this out. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah controls everything. Starting to become windy out here. Amos 3 and 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? No, they have to agree. Sanction it. Bear me 1 second. Lord sanctions it. One tittle. Matthew 5 and 18. Right, Yahweh Shah speaking, listen up. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till it be fulfilled. So ultimately, everything that must happen is going to happen because Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah wants it to be happening. We are out here. Well, it's getting windy out here. And we are out here doing what we can. Doing the best that we can. Trying to follow Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Because we fear the Lord. Psalms 19:14. Let the words of my mouth and meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord. My strength is my Redeemer. And this is all we have. Esau's not going to save you. I don't care what he tells you. And how nice he makes it seem. And you start to see the horns. Let me see. This is lucky. There we go. I don't know. I knew it was that. Never, Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So I don't know why you continue to keep going to these people. They're not going to help you. They hate you and they want to destroy you. That's it. They want to destroy you, man. They can't stand you. I'm going to show you. That you hate you. Perpetual hatred. And what is perpetual? Let's get the understanding. Define perpetual.
Here's the definition of perpetual. Never ending or changing.
Perpetual, never ending or changing. And it's Ezekiel 33 and 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, never ending or changing hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time that iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh, thy power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sit thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. How about you? How I'm not playing with y'all, man. This is why we're doing what we're doing, so we can gather the elect, so we can get ready to get out of here. That's our main purpose, is to gather the elect. Gather elect. Remnant. Isaiah 43:5. Fear not, for I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east and gather thee from the west. And who's he going to gather? His elect. And why were we scattered? This is why. Tobit 13:5. And he will scourge us for our iniquities. What is iniquities? Iniquities is sin. Sin is what? Trespassing the laws. And he will have mercy again, and will gather us out of all nations among whom he has scattered us. So the world hates us and can't stand us, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is the only ones who love us. And the Lord is going to save those elect, because 2/3 of our people are gone now. They're still coming back with them. They have been destroyed. There's going to be justice for us. Salvation for us. Because Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai loves us and none else. He tells you in the scriptures, in the Old Testament, I am the God of Israel and none else. I am the power of Israel and none else. 2 Maccabees 1:28. Punish them that oppress us and with pride do us wrong. Who are the ones who have a lot of pride? Esau has a lot of pride. You other nations got pride too, but not like Esau's pride, because you other nations are being ruled by Esau as well. And I was just doing some studying, some research on Japan, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai brought them down too, man. They're very prideful. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai allowed them to conquer some areas of China, got some victories over Russia. Who else? Some other places as well. Some other Edomite spots, and then they was feeling themselves. And Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai allowed them to be destroyed, man. He's going to avenge us. Jeremiah 10:25. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name. For they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him and consumed him, and have made his habitation desolate. That's right, man. Look what they're doing to Israel. Look at the folly and the wickedness that they're doing in that land, that promised land that was for us. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to avenge us, man. Psalms 149:7. Execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. Revelation 19:2. For true and righteousness are his judgments, for he hath judged the great whore, which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and hath avenged the blood of his servants at her hand. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to cover us. And who's he going to cover? He's going to take care of the elect. Luke 18:7. And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? So when we are out here in these highways and byways, and we doing this work, we crying to the Most High to avenge us and to get us out of here. And he's going to. This is where the faith and following the law, statutes, commandments, and ultimately fearing Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and repenting comes into place. Because faith without works is dead. Romans 8:33. Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? It is the Most High that justifieth. The Most High is going to avenge us. And with that, Abarak Desire, you were edified, man. I'm going to say, Kahalo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kahak Radash, Shalom and salutations and double honors to the elder apostle, great millstone on down, and Shalom to the elect, Abba Babal, Baba Kushal, Shalom, Shalom.